tuned. The stream is about to begin.
All right, my teacher friends, I got a good one for us today. We got to get rid of some of that passive language, in particular, them to-be verbs in student writing. So I have a whack-a-mole exercise where I have 20 mentor sentences that populate sentences with a whole bunch of to-be verbs. Kids' job, or rewrite them without a single to-be verb. We're going to put those suckers off limits. So sit in, strap up, stay tuned. I'll walk you through the whole thing. All right, my teacher friends, first, before we launch into this to-be verb exercise, this whack-a-mole to-be verb exercise, know that all the slides that are forthcoming, you have a link to download them. Just scroll down a wee tad bit in the video's description, and they're there free for the taking. So the first thing we got to do in this exercise is put our to-be verbs in jail. And there are all the forms of to be: was, am, is, were, are, been, being, and be. So we get rid of those, and the exercise is pretty clear. Kids cannot use them in their revisions. So here are the specific rules for this. You're going to have 20 mentor sentences that kids got to revise. The first version of the mentor sentence is going to be loaded with to-be verbs. Kids' job is to make sure that in their revision that they don't use a single one. So it says, no survivors. Every to-be verb in the sentence must be removed. Stay true, keep the original meaning, but change the structure. So this is cool because kids can also play around with their sentence patterns and their sentence constructs a little bit. As you know, I do a lot of work with that, and there are a ton of videos in my YouTube channel about sentence types and sentence patterns. Flex your style, use action verbs, sensory details, or creative phrasing to strengthen the sentence. So one of the things that I'm teaching my kids to do this year is to loosen up a little bit with their diction. So sometimes they conflate their diction so much under the pretense that if they use a million dollar word, somehow they're doing impressive writing. And that couldn't be further from the truth. So oftentimes less is more. And even a little bit of colloquial and vernacular can go a long way. One strike, you're out. If even one to-be verb remains, the sentence doesn't count. And then extra points, bonus for adding variety, different sentence openings, and vivid verbs, and smooth flow. As always, I'm going to Bob Ross this a couple of times just so that kids get anchored into the assignment and can see it live. So sentence number one, mentor sentence number one reads like this. By the end of the debate, my voice was hoarse, my arguments were repetitive, and my examples were stale. So you got 3 to-be verbs in there. In the revision, which you got right here, you get rid of them all. By the end of the debate, my voice rasped, my arguments repeated, and my examples sagged. So you can see you really jazzercise the sentence by getting rid of those to-be verbs. I'll show you one more, all right? So it looks like this. It was during the rehearsal that my lines were forgotten, my cues were missed, and my confidence was shaken. So you got a sentence loaded with to-bes. Revise it, do this. During rehearsal, I forgot my lines, missed my cues, and lost my confidence. So sometimes even using simple verbs is a far better revision than the original. So what you can see here is I have 20 sentences. I'll read the first one to you just to give you a sense. Inside the crowded auditorium, the instructions were unclear, the announcements were delayed, and the expectations were contradictory. So you got 3 words in there, and the kid's job is to revise it, getting rid of them all. So I'm not going to go through all of these with you. We can just kind of do a drive-by, and you can see that I have 20 mentor sentences here, and the constructs are all varied. Some have 2, sometimes have 3 to-be verbs. A few of them have 4. and we just go through all 20 of those. So I usually do this as a bell ringer, and we'll do like 2 a day until we get through all 20. So that's the whack-a-mole to be verb exercise. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to give me an email at writeitivyright@gmail.com. And I'll be more than happy to field your questions. So I'll keep them coming in the days, weeks, months, years to come. And if you have any suggestions for a YouTube video or you want me to cover something, I always take requests. So take care for now.